Here we go. Roger, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. I uh,
Surviving the virus.
I know. Well, but this is our greatest opportunity for all of this virtual play with Vassal, and I couldn't be happier about that. But we are back once again. This is our second week in a row, and we are going to tackle Cedar Mountain a second time through. Last week we on the previous video we went through, and you took the Confederates and got very, I mean, really close. You had
Right.
Culpeper. It was yours in the history book, and just the victory points were just oh so close. And what'd you think?
Uh, very much enjoyed it. It was, as you said, a very close game. And I learned a lot about how to use Vassal. That was because I was definitely stymied on several things.
Wow,
So hopefully I'll do better this time with using Vassal and be a little bit more strategic. I
great.
don't believe you. I didn't watch our whole video. I don't think you launched a single attack.
And therein lies the secret, grasshopper. It comes from many years now of the heartbreak of preparing all of those forces for that excellent attack right in there. And what happens? The dice go against you, and so dice hate me, and I hate them back. And with this CRT, if I can do, and this is my main philosophy with this particular game system, is that it's all about maneuver, and it gets me into a Sun Tzu kind of mind frame that moment you launch an attack, you've already lost, right? So
Right.
this, if I can put myself into a situation where I can accomplish what I need to do for the victory point goals or the specific locations that you need to capture, if you can do that without firing a shot, then you've won the game, right?
Right. It'll be interesting to see how you do on this side because you have to attack.
I do have to attack, right? The impetus is completely on the Confederates. Jackson's got to be like Jackson was. He's got to be very offense heavy. So I have got us all set up here, and I reduced the magnification a little bit, and I am down looking at Jackson and Lawton and Gregg and Ewell and Winder, and I think we're ready to go. Did you have any questions or anything that you wanted to talk about before we get started?
No, I don't think so. Well, no, I don't. I don't have to think so about it.
Perfect.
Uh, just on my part, again the restrictions for me are I cannot move rickets and I cannot do anything past exhaustion 2, if I remember correctly. I don't have my rule book in front of me tonight. I should have it though.
That's exactly right. None of us can go beyond F2, no fatigue level 3 in this one, unless it occurs through, I think, a cavalry retreat
Right.
or any kind of a battle that
No.
occurs.
Yeah.
And my restriction, of course, is just Greg and Lawton are in that
Right.
that column 9 and row 24 box.
Yep.
Yep. Well, then it's to you first before we get started to do any leader transfers that you want to do.
Uh, no, I think I'll leave everybody where they are. I'm happy, I think.
Okay. And last time you moved Jackson, I think that's helpful because that is a way to get Ewell within command radius. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move Jackson over to Lawton just to have him ready to go. And we will roll the first initiative and see what happens. And
Okay.
as per usual, the Union will be the first die, and the Confederate will be the second die. Here we go. And you get the first initiative.
Okie dokie. I'm going to activate the first main cavalry unit, and I probably didn't pronounce cavalry correctly. So I'm going to roll 2 die. He gets a 9. Increases fatigue, and use my little arrow to move him to the bottom. Oh, the bottom, clicked off, and he gets to move 9 paces. So he's going to go 1, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, and 8. I'm going to let him stop right there.
And you can roll the next initiative.
Yep. Me again. Dice are in my favor.
I think the fates are in your favor this time.
I won't tell you I hacked the game. No. Place of T and move it to the bottom. Click off. Click back on. Roll 2 die. Jeez.
What was that? What was that about the fates? I don't remember.
Okay, you were supposed to roll dice that time. So I'll move 2. So that's 1 and 2, and initiative roll. Me again. Okay. I'm going to activate the same fella. Go to the next level. Click on him. Roll 2 dice. On Mr. Buford, 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what you're going to want to do. I'm going to go over this way. 4, 5. And roll for initiative again. Tie. You win ties.
Tie. All right. So the Confederates are up. I think we will go ahead and use Jackson to activate everybody. And we'll add a fatigue to all 5 divisions. Now I will transfer Jackson to AP Hill as part of his leader activation. That's the second way you can move them, of course.
Right.
And let's get the road bumps out of the speed bumps out of the way. So we'll move. Let's see what our movement first is. Adding 2 to this die. Ooh, quite a bit. We got an 8-mile march here. Well, then let's move Lawton up and out of the way. Put him there. And Greg is a 4. So 8. It's the most action they've seen in many games. And now we will move Jackson with AP Hill. 5. Threatens the cavalry there, the Maine and the Rhode Islanders at Rapidan.
So I'm going to declare a Calvary Retreat since you've got 18 fatigues.
And looks like I'm 9 times the size. 9 times.
So I've got 2 guys there, which makes it a medium force. So no modifiers for size, but I think I get a plus. Yeah, I get a +2 for the river.
You do.
So I'll roll a single die. Anything but a 1 would be good.
Oof! There you go.
Ooh, almost a 1. So I get a 2.
Which is now made a 4.
4. So you'll lose 2 movement points on hill.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to retreat both units. And I think I have to treat them the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go behind that little creek to 5.
Perfect.
And that's my retreat.
Right, and I had 3 left, and now that's reduced to 1. So we will just move across the river and establish the beachhead there. And then we'll bring Winder up. 5, 6, and waste his last 2 movement. I think that's pretty good there. We will roll the next initiative. And it is boxcars, doubles again.
Did you not want to move Ewell?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah. You see, and that's the problem. They're always off in the periphery, and I always forget them. So I'll move. Thank you. 1, 2, 8. There we go. Yes, rookie mistake, but thank you for pointing that out. Let's do Jackson, and he will do the 3 divisions in his range now. Then go up to 2. Okay, what do we get for a movement? Get a 5 movement.
While you're contemplating your move, let me add my fatigues to my cavalry, which I forgot to do.
Oh, okay.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong mouse click. Come on. Get on. There we go.
I think Jackson will just follow the railroad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Winder will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ewell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you of course do have another option for Cavalry Retreat there if you wish. I had no movement points left, so if you don't want to, don't feel obligated. But if you think I may be, I'm at F2 for these, so they're not going to activate again today. And I will roll the next initiative.
I'm going to let him stay there.
Okay.
And you win again.
Do win again. I think we will. Bayard has 1. Greg has 4. Lawton has 4. All right. Well, we'll activate Greg. He will self-march. And he's going to go to F2. And he gets +1 to his roll. And not much. So we'll go 1 to there. And he's got 2 left over. What would you like to do?
4. Crossing a creek. That's a.
It's a river.
It's
a
a river.
Minor river. So yeah, you'll get the +2 for that.
+2. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay. That is quite good then. I don't think I'm going to, as you pointed out. See, I don't like to make unnecessary attacks. We just figured we would see what would happen. Then we'll roll the next initiative. And it is back to the Union.
Okay. I'm going to activate Bayard. That's how I pronounce his name. Hopefully that's correct. Otherwise, I'll apologize to Mr. Bayard. And put that back there and roll 2 dice. I need a big number. Got it. Got an 11.
That's a pretty big number.
So let's see. 1, 2. Stop him. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 1 more left. Do I get anything for defending a creek?
You do get a +1 for that.
I think I'm going to leave him there. Because it still blocks that railroad. So that's it for Bayard's turn. I'll roll for initiative. You.
It is me again. Well, the only person I have, aside from Robertson, is Lawton. And Lawton is constrained, so there is no point in doing that. But I will march Robertson. See if they can be a factor today. And get a +1 to this die. Wow. Someone forgot to shoe the horses today.
Yeah.
Clearly. Wow.
There to crack the whip.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what our next initiative will be. It's us again. Let's try Robertson again. See if those orders from Jeb got through. +1. There we go. Better than average. We got 9 movement now. And they are 3. Buford's a 3. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they will hold there. Next initiative. It is mine, but I will pass to you.
Okay. I'm going up to Banks's core. Going to activate both his divisions here. So I need to get to Williams and add a fatigue. Down 1, add a fatigue. Put these both back. Roll a die. It's going to be 1 die +1. Ooh, a 6. That's the kind of movement I like to see out of these guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Hopper's going to go 1, 2, 4. Oops. 5 and 6.
On that Banks move across Bowen's Mill, there is actually no road connecting that. It's a dead end right up to that little road. Yeah.
Oh.
Got mills on both sides, but no road.
Okay, so I need to move him. Because I'll put him over here then.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure.
Since I can't obviously cross, or if you want me to stop at the Browns Mill, I will.
No, that's fine.
So, yeah, there's no bridge there or anything.
And you can go ahead and just finish out the turn.
Oh, okay. I'll activate these two guys again. Oh, I need to get the fatigue. Next level. And I know I can click both of these guys. I need to do it both. I need to remember to do that. Saves the number of clicks here. Roll a die. A 3. You're coming right up that railroad. Let's see. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'll do Siegel's core next, which I can do by shift clicking everybody. Is that right?
If you expand them all, you can shift and click each one of the division heads, and then right click and put a fatigue marker. There you go.
And so now I'm going to go this guy. And move these down. Move these down. And roll a dice to see what I get for movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think on that last one, Milroy jumped one extra one because
Oh,
he's just outside of Siegel's range now.
Oh. Moving back, thank you.
Sure.
I can't count. Wasn't using my hand because it's on my mouse. Okay. Activate these guys one last time. Next level. This guy next level. Next level. Level. And roll my die. The big number 3, which becomes a 4. So I can count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, I think I'm done.
That does indeed bring us to the end of turn number 1. Look over anything. There's nobody else hidden anywhere. Good. All right. Well, I'm going to hit the recovery button for us.
Okay.
And that will automatically reset everybody down. I will leave the breastworks build on both of your units there, and you can take them off if you decide to move one or more of them. Probably the one on Ricketts is going to disappear.
Yeah. That guy.
And
Mr. Crawford, I think.
And I will advance our turn marker to turn number 2. And you have the first option for any leader transfers.
Let's see. Where's Pope at?
He is with Banks.
He's with Banks. I think I'm going to leave everybody where they are.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think. I think I'm going to move Jackson over to Winder. And you may roll for the first initiative.
Okay. I get the initiative. Okay. Let's see.
And now you have some intelligence.
Well, that's debatable, but my wife would laugh if she heard you say it. No.
Perhaps I should say you have intel.
There you go. Okay, what do I want to try to do here? Obviously going straight up the railroad. I'm going to activate Siegel's Corps. See if I get these guys to come up. Hopefully get some initiatives here. Roll a die. There we go. 7.
That is a very nice roll for the Union.
That's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him there. 7. 7. Okay, I'm gonna roll for initiative. Oh.
Boxcars. Okay. You have established a very nice front line there. I need to consider what I have to do. So I think I'm going to activate all 3 divisions within range of Jackson. And see how good the fates are. Alright, here is the roll, +2. It is 6 total. Now you, before I do anything, have the option, since I activated adjacent to the cavalry, to do a cavalry retreat before I announce what my intentions are.
And that, 8 to 2.
I think you'd have the 1 for the creek, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's not enough. That's a +3. Plus you got Jackson. No, we're not going to not going to ask those guys to die for nothing. I'm going to go ahead and do a cavalry retreat. So roll a die.
Wow.
5. And I don't think on the retreat modifier I get the creek doesn't help me.
It does. It gives you a +1.
It is a +1. Okay.
Yes.
That's a 6. So that's good. That's excellent.
It is.
So after 3. They have to retreat 4 to 6. And they have to follow the road, I think, in this case. So let's see. 1, 2. Road there. 3, 4.
And you just need to switch both of those to disorganized. I believe then Jackson has lost 3 off of Winder, so he is going to, before the march, he's going to transfer to AP Hill. And we got 6 with them. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, big flanking
1,
maneuver.
2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1 left. And you are welcome to do a cavalry retreat there.
That would be a hasty attack. Yeah, I'm going to declare another cavalry retreat on with Mr. Bayard.
Okay.
And he does have a creek, so that's another +1 for him.
That is right. And he's only a 1, though, so that's a negative.
Oh, that's a
negative 2.
2, so that's a negative.
Negative 1, yeah.
1 my dice. 2 becomes a 1, so there's no impact on you.
Okay.
But I have to place a fatigue marker. And he becomes disorganized. And he has to retreat 4. So he goes back that way first.
Right. And he can go any of those 3 hexes beyond that. He just comes to a lower step on the priority chart.
Yeah. That's 1. So I could go this way to the right.
You could. Hex. Yeah, you could go to 1120 if you wanted.
Okay. 3.
Oh, no. He can't go to that one, but he could go from 1121 up to 1120. He has to go 1 farther away, but he doesn't have to go by road since he doesn't have a connecting road. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go.
Okay.
And I think you will expend that last 1 to go here.
That's where I thought you'd go, but I wasn't sure. I thought you might take advantage and crush a little cavalry unit.
Yeah. And I think Winder will just take his 3 and go 1, 2, 3. And let's roll the next initiative and see what happens. It's back to the Union.
Okay. Let's see. Guess I'm going to activate Seagull's Corps. It's 3 divisions. Not Milroy. I'm leaving him where he is. Just a good strategy, but it's the best I can do. If I go through town, it's going to cost me 2. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. He's going to stop there. So I'm going to roll for initiative. I win initiative again. I'm going to do the same thing with Seagull's Corps. So they're all going to go to 3. Now I roll my dice for movement, right? Next thing.
Right.
I get a 6.
Boy, this is the dice that keep giving.
Yeah. So I'm going to move Shirts first. So I'll roll for his extended march.
Okay.
And he gets a 1, so he's fine.
He is.
So I'm going to roll, I'll move him. Problem is I'm not moving him very far, but that's all right. I want to move him 1, 2 to there. Now I'm going to move Shank to roll for his extended march. He's fine. 2, 3, 4. Steinware's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, that's a 6 plus a 7. He can't go into there.
It's over 10, so it'd be an additional 2 plus
2
plus the normal.
Yeah, so he's done there. Oh, I forgot to roll for his extended march, so let me do that. So 4.
He's just okay. Yeah.
That's right. He gets +1 for 2 to 3 to, and then he gets another +1 because he's not Army of the Potomac. So that's it from that move. I've got a nice defensive perimeter. I wish I could take those guys in, but they can't. So I'm gonna roll for initiative. Me again.
Just gonna sit out here and watch.
Giving me a great chance to build up my defenses here. Okay, I'm going to activate Buford. If I can get him into the fight here. 2 die. 11.
Wow. I've never seen such fantastic dice rolls.
Okay, I think I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. There's no road. Yeah, there's no road there. I'm going to go all the way into Culpeper with him. Go to 11. Roll for initiative. Wow. Look at that. My hack worked. Going to activate Buford again. Next level. Shift. Fatigue. Shift the unit. I'm going to roll, but I'm only going to move him 1 square to Banks.
Okay.
So that's as far 1 square, 1 hex to the square.
Yep.
And roll for initiative again. There you go.
Well, I've got some work to do. I think Jackson will activate AP Hill and Ewell. Take them to Fatigue 2. And let's see what we get. 6 total movement. So we're going to go Ewell. Well, let's see. Got you there, 7. Tempting to do that. But I think what we'll do is we'll do a 1 hex slide with a Ewell to there. And then Jackson will come 1, 2. He's got 4 left. I think he's going to set his sights on Steinver. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a prepared attack on Steinver. Go through the numbers here for those folks following at home. First we do the prepared, which is +1. And then I've got Jackson, which is a +3 tactical rating. And then we've got 18-2 or a 9-1 ratio, which is a +8. And there is no flanking at that point, but it is right now sitting at a +12.
Yeah, that was silly of me there, wasn't it? I left that hole open.
Let's see what Jax can do. All right, +2. For me, I'm gonna keep the same order. So Union will be the left die, the first die, and the Confederate will be the second die for me. So here we go. And it looks like it's 17-4. So I'm thinking that's on the most extreme combat chart column. Yes, greater than 10. And it is. He's a 3DR, so he's just gone. So I just wipe him out, and I will put the Union casualties at 2. And I don't think I had anything at all, just in advance. And Jackson will advance into Culpeper, or not into Culpeper, but adjacent to Culpeper. Very close.
Very close.
All right.
Boy, I need to win this next initiative, don't I?
So let's check your hack capability here. Let's make sure that the die roller is still doing what you want it to do. Here's the next initiative. Oh, it's mine. All right. Well, at this point, I could try to go into Culpeper, but that's really tough with Ricketts sitting up there fresh. At this point, then, it seems like what Jackson would do is, as Mr. T would say in Rocky 3, inflict pain. So he's going to declare an assault using AP Hill. Let's see what his command roll will be.
He's
And-
6.
Nope, not today. All right. Let's do the numbers for Jackson then. He's +1 for the assault. +1 because he's Jackson. We've got, let's do, tactical is, Siegel's a 2, so he's a +2 on that. And you're sitting there with 5 artillery pieces, and I've got 4. That's not good. You're in the clear, so I'm going to lose that 2 there for the artillery. But I do have 4 hexes surrounded, but we're gonna take 1 out for Buford and Banks and Pope, and we're gonna take out 1 for Pony Mountain, which is impassable. So that brings that down just to another +2. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 4, 6 minus 2. So I'm looking at a +4 total net for the CSA. So let's see what happens here.
Before you roll,
Sure.
let me ask a question. Since we're recording this for people, can you not launch a grand assault if you wanted to?
I do not have Lee anywhere in this scenario.
That's right. Yeah,
so
Jackson's not an army commander.
no, so he is just on his own doing what Jackson does.
Right. Okay.
All right. So with a +4 net, we'll see what happens. Again, mine's the second die. Here we go. Yikes! That's Jackson. So it is a +7 result.
What was that? +7 on 13?
Yes, +7 on 13. It's a 3DR. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the panic. So a 3DR to an A. So I will let you then decide which units you want to take the pieces off of.
Okay, put that here. 3. So I guess I'll find. So I'll take 2 off a shank, I guess, and 1 off of the other fella. And that was a route, I believe.
It was
so they
just
get
a normal route. Yep.
So they get demoralized markers, correct?
Right.
So place a demoralized marker. And where's my other unit at?
It's down there, right second from the bottom.
That's Pope. Pope definitely is demoralized. Place demoralized marker. And
now with this one, with this demoralized route, your first step is going to have to be a 1420, and because you're going through my Zoc with no road, you're going to lose
manpower.
You're gonna lose a manpower from each division.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's adding. I'm gonna add a +2 to that.
Where's the other guy? So decrease again. Okay, I think now they can move 1.
And then the rest of the way they can go on the priority charts without any problem. They can just go right down the railroad.
Yeah, the railroad. That's 1, 2, and they're gonna go 4, right?
Yeah.
3, 4. That was a disaster.
Just need to flip both of them. There you go.
Oh, right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And put Siegel back at the top there for you. And Jackson is not going to advance. He will just stay right there.
Right. Why would he advance?
Right.
Lose this position.
And let's roll the next initiative. Here we go. It's me again. Jackson will then activate Ewell. And Ewell alone, take him to fatigue level 3. And he will get 5. And he can transfer along this path right here. And let's do our extended march roll first. No modifier, just straight up. He's okay.
Fine.
And now Jackson will move right there with 4 movement left. You have options, all kinds of options.
Okay, I'm gonna declare a Calvary Retreat and I gotta do both First Maine and First Rhode Island.
Right.
And they're a combined 1, which makes them a small force, which is a -2 off my die roll. So let's see what we can do to slow you down a little bit. 6, which becomes a 4.
That's helpful, yes.
Yes. They're already disorganized, but they pick up a fatigue both.
There you go. And Buford also has the option. And I've got 2 left now.
I am going to exercise Buford's. You got 2 left. Milroy's a what? Milroy's only a 4. I think I'm going to let everybody dig in and fight a battle here, if you so wish.
Okay. 7 versus. What's more on this one? Yeah, I think Jackson and Ewell will use that last 2 for a normal attack on Milroy. Let's see. So it's a normal attack, so +0. And Jackson is a +3 over Milroy tactically. And there's only a 1 difference of artillery, so that's a -1 because you're rolling. And I'm at 12 manpower to 4. That's 3 times, so I get a +2 for that. And I don't have. I've only got 4 hexes covered for flanking, so nothing there. So I believe I'm looking at a +4 net.
Yeah.
For Jackson.
Yep.
So let's see if Milroy can hold the field. Here we go. +4 Confederates. And he does, more or less. He still has to retreat, but he.
3.
Yeah. So it's a +3 result. And that means for me, I get a 1 FA, large F, so I'm going to be done but not disorganized. So, next level there. You lose a manpower, and that gives you a manpower loss point.
They go to fatigue 4, right? My guy does, because he got it disorganized.
Yes, he is. He's essentially done, and it's a small retreat.
Got to retreat 2.
Yep.
1, 2.
Great. And I think Jackson will stay right where he is for now. So let's roll the next initiative, and it's yours.
Finally. Of course, I was on a roll there for a while. Made a huge mistake, though, right there. Okay, time to bring the big Ricketts into the battle, I think. Place fatigue marker. Put it on the bottom. Roll a die. It's a 6. It's 1.
Actually,
2.
he's self-marching, so he's just a 5.
Oh, right. Yeah, so he gets 5. Okay. 1, 2. 3 and 4.
I was afraid of that.
That was it for Ricketts.
Right.
I'll roll for initiative. Yours again.
Well, this is where it's going to get ugly.
know it's been ugly for me.
Right.
It's like
Matter of
got that poor
perspective.
little guy out there hanging out there to get clobbered.
Okay. Well, AP Hill needs to prevent those breastworks from being completed. So he is going to activate and get a +1 to his roll. He gets a 4. And he's going to fatigue level 4. So I need to roll, and he gets a +1 to this. He's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Therefore, he is going to. It's rolling. He's going to declare a prepare to attack on Culpepper. So it's a +1 for prepared, and +1 for the tactical, because he's a 3. And it's a -1 for the ratio, because you have more people than me. Because I've got 18 and you got 22, so that's a -1. And then it's a -1 for your artillery, because you have 5 and I've got 4. And you're enrolling, and it looks like a dead even attack. The creek is behind you.
Culpepper is considered rolling.
It is. You can see that the behind it is light green, so it takes whatever terrain type it's on. So dead even odds. Let's see what happens.
Dead even.
Dead even. All right. That's
D for me.
And a 1D for me. He flips and takes a loss.
So I need to increase my fatigue to 4. Flip my... And you were going to keep me from completing my breastworks, which was the reason for that attack.
Yeah. Successful, I guess. It cost some men, but kept you off the walls, off the breastworks for a little bit. Let's roll that next initiative. And it's back to you.
I think I'm going to activate Banks's core and roll my die. I guess 4. So I could see, I can just move this everybody but Buford back 1, right? They can always move 1.
They can always slide 1 hex. And I presume there's a road or a railroad there, so yeah, the railroad, so you're fine.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a railroad. Let's move these guys back into Culpeper. Put Buford back where he belongs. But Augur, he's only going to get to move 1 as well. And roll for initiative. Yours again.
Alright, Winder will self-activate. We'll go to F2. And he will +1 to his roll. It's a big roll. And he's going to go overland here for 3. And then there's number 4. Bayard has an option here.
Yeah, he's going to Calvary Retreat. So let me roll a die. Bayard.
You had one job, Bayard.
Not the die.
Right.
So
he's gone. He is gone.
He's completely gone. So just delete the stack here.
There you go. So no impact on Winder, and he will go to there. And let's see, so it's 3, 4, 5. He's got 2 left. But we want to keep him fresh, so it's 8 to 8, yeah. He's not going to do anything for now. So that's that. We'll roll the next niche. It's back to you.
I'm going to activate Augur. Give him another fatigue. Roll a die, but he's just going to retreat 1 step and try to get out from under that +4 flank that you got set up. Oh. To there.
All right, he has found the safety of the outskirts of town.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to roll for initiative. You again.
I will activate Robertson. And get a +1. Yeah, 11. There are 3. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good for him. Next initiative. Yours.
I think I'm going to pass.
Okay. Then I will activate Robertson again. And +1. Get 7. But he is simply going to slide to there. And then next initiative. It's mine. I will pass.
I think I'm going to pass as well.
Right, we have concluded the action round, and it's now time for recovery. I will do that now. Go ahead and check everybody. Looks like everyone that's exhausted is properly exhausted. I got F1s on AP Hill and Ewell. Siegel. Siegel, right, only went to 3, so he's good. Gonna clean up his stack a little bit there.
Yeah, his stack's a mess.
That's all right. Okay.
Play with the stacking here for the next game. So
I will
he stacks a little better.
Advance us to August 10th, turn number 3. Well, turn 3 is upon us now, and this is for all the marbles. How you feeling?
I made a terrible mistake, and you made me pay heavily for it. What's the? I've not been tracking the losses. What's the total looking like right now?
Current losses is I have 2 and you have 8, so I'm getting 6 points on that, and I have not pulled up the. I might have the rules here handy. Let me see if I've got them handy. So for this scenario, now I believe let's get past all green alike. There we go. Cedar Mountain. So yes, I need a minimum of 13 to get there. So I've got 6 points right now in my favor. But how do I get into Culpeper? And there was some. What was the other part? There was more than just having Culpeper. So you need to get in there, but not have you adjacent at all. That's probably not going to happen. So.
No. That's a lot harder than the
original
game.
Yeah, but I get +9 if I can get in there, but you are still adjacent. So that's the more likely scenario. So if I get +9 for that, along with the manpower losses that I've inflicted on you, then that's just a marginal victory for me. So
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that might be doable, but it really just depends on how the dice go.
Yeah.
Would you like to transfer anybody?
Well, I'd like to bring in U.S. Grant, but he's not available. So no, I'm going to leave everybody where they are for now.
Right. Jackson, I think, is going to. Yeah, I think it's his time to come around over here to AP Hill, just depending on how that first initiative goes. So let us do that. Here is our first initiative, turn 3. And it is mine.
Okay. Crucial.
Is. You are sitting on 19 manpower in Culpeper. All right, I think Ewell will start here, and he'll do a march action. So let's put him to fatigue level 2. And here we go. +1? Wow. Alright. So he's got a 7 march. Buford does have an option here.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can slow him down. So I'm going to do a Calvary Retreat with Buford. He's a 3. So he gets a 3.
Okay.
He picks up a fatigue. And he goes to disorganized. And he can retreat 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do your worst.
Alright, so that's 1.5. So he loses 1 march. 1 step. So he has 6 left. 19 in there. Let's do that. And we will hold there, I think. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Next initiative. Okay, it's mine again. Alright, we will activate, Jackson will activate AP Hill and Ewell. Let's get, so AP Hill to 2, and Ewell to 3. Let's see what the plus 2. It's a 6. Yeah, it's all turning around now. Best way to do this, I think, is Jackson's going to transfer to Ewell. And AP Hill is got to roll for extended march because he's exhausted. So here's his. He's okay. And he's going to slide right there. And Ewell has to do the same. He's going to get a +1 on his. And he's okay. Now, big question. Who does Jackson go after? This is the agony of the system. Do I go for the whole punch right now, or do I try to, eat the elephant one bite at a time? But yeah, I'm gonna go against Augur. And so he's gonna make a prepared attack. And then let's see, we got +1 for that, and +2 for the tactical. Robertson is at least 25% of his size, so I'm covering all 4 hexes around Augur, and 2 of them are backed away by friendlies, if I'm reading that right. So it's just a +1. And then you got -1 for my artillery difference, which is -2 in rolling, or -1, I guess. -2, yeah. So it looks like I've got 3 net. So let's go with that. Net +3 for Jackson. Here we go. And that is enough.
+4.
It is a +4.
8 on my guy?
Yes. You got 1 DR.
Okay.
And Jackson gets a little FA.
Decreases. Flips. Picks up a fatigue marker. Goes to T3, which is not what I wanted to have happen at all. And he gets a demoralization marker. Oh, there we go. Demoralized marker. So his first retreat has to be back to here. And he can go down the road.
Go either way, yeah.
2, 3, all the way back to Bethlehem Church.
Okay. And Jackson will advance into that hex. But there is a quandary, of course, because he is fatigued. Yule is done for the day. So here's the next initiative. It's mine again. Jackson's going to activate Winder. And that. And let's see what he gets. It's 5 total. It's going to transfer to him. He will go 3 and 4. Alright. Next initiative. Jackson again. Well, might be time to try the assault. So let's do that. Let's move him to fatigue level 2. And here's his command roll. It's good. So here are the numbers for this one. So +1 for the assault. +1 because it's Jackson in the assault. +1 for his tactical over Banks. Now, let's see. We'll add all the credits first. I have hexes covered. Yes, and Milroy does not help to uncover because he is not at least 25% the size of the defender stack, which is 19. If I'm reading that right. So it is a +4 for the flank. And then we got minuses for, let's see, 19 to 8. So that's a -2 because you're like 3. This is 3 times size, right? And then let's see, you got 2, 5, 7 pieces of artillery, and I've got 2, so that's a -5. Let's see what that is. -5 in rolling. It is a -2. All right, so that offsets the flank. Looks like a +3 to me.
Yep,
So
that's right.
here we go for all the marbles. And just barely. That is a +4. I know, right? If it had exactly. All right, so +4.
19. Ooh, I get clobbered again though.
Yeah,
Losses.
3DR on that.
3DR. Okay. Let me figure out what I want to do here. So let me go. Let's take one off this guy. One off of this guy. One off of this guy. And he needs to be flipped. Add a demoralization marker on all of these. Somebody already has a fatigue. Too many markers on here. Plus fatigue, and it's going to go to 3. They got to go right up the road.
Yeah, I think they'll end up in 15-15.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, get back there, Banks.
He just runs a little faster than everybody else, I guess.
Yeah.
And Jackson will
Okay.
will advance into Culpeper, and we will roll the next initiative. It is mine, and well, the last criteria is to get rid of Milroy. And Milroy is a 3. We're gonna try this in pieces first. Do Robertson. Robertson will march. Gets plenty. And he will use 8 of that for prepared on Milroy. Let's do the numbers for that. So +1 for prepared, +1 tactical, then a -1 for the artillery and rolling, and then I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got all 6.
Yeah.
So it's +4. So it looks like a +6. Here we go. Wow, look at that.
Finally.
Milroy makes the stand.
He does.
That
Finally.
is great. So,
Milroy of all people.
So that's a +1, and I think on mine it's just a D&D. Yep. Well, at least. Oops.
My fatigue goes to
there you go. Yeah. And luckily, no manpower on that, but he flips. All right, Milroy made a clutch stand.
Yeah.
Let's do that next initiative.
I get to roll finally.
No, still. All of turn 1 or turn 2 is yours. This is all mine now.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, well, Jackson will declare an assault then on Milroy for his last action. Let's see if it happens. Command. It happens. And it's 8-3. So let's do that. 1 for the assault, 1 for Jackson, +3 for his tactical. Still don't have enough artillery. Boy, we need some cannon. -1 for the artillery, and that is another +4 for the flying.
Oh yeah.
So 7, 8, 9, -1, so +8. Let's see if we can bounce him out. +8. Here we go.
Yeah. Doesn't have much chance on this one, I don't think. Yeah.
+9. Yeah.
+9.
And that's a 2DR, so he loses 2. Nope, he's got 4 manpower. Yeah.
increased by 2. And he's got, yeah, it's a star, so he gets a double demoralization marker. Okay, and he's got to go 4. He's going to go right down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. No advance by Jackson. Ironically, yeah.
Move him right out of there.
Here's our next initiative, and I will pass. I will pass.
Okay, what have you got left? Robertson's done.
Just AP Hill.
Done. Jackson's done. AP Hill has got 2 left. So do I have to get strength points, or I just have to be next to?
Just next to. I believe that was it. Just any undemoralized Union unit around Culpeper will change it from 16 to 9.
Okay, I'm going to roll Buford. He goes next level fatigue. He's not exhausted. I'm going to go ahead and 8. 1. Okay. No, it's still your initiative. You passed, right?
No. Well, yes.
I was passed. Okay.
Yeah. You took the action, so you can go ahead and pass. Roll the initiative.
Roll. Doesn't matter.
I will pass again.
Okay, I will roll Buford again. So he goes to fatigue 3. And roll. He gets a 4, which he's only moving 1, so now I've got to roll for his extended march. He gets a 1, so not a terrible for what I needed to do. And that's it for my turn. I'll roll for initiative. It's your turn.
I will pass again.
Well, that's interesting. I'll activate Seagull, who has done nothing in this game other than get clobbered.
But to be fair, that's what he does in every scenario. And historically, yeah.
I think it was the Battle of Pea Ridge. There was, I think Bruce Canton wrote about that. Seagull had one good.
That was his. That was his good day.
Van Dorn.
Right.
Van Dorn was the unluckiest general in the war.
Right.
The one he got beat by Seagull, and Seagull had one good day as a general. Okay, put the stack back together. Roll 1 dice. There we go.
That's might be his day.
Good enough, I think. Okay, they're all shank and shirts are both at 4. Why is there a demoralization marker in there?
Because they're both demoralized.
Oh, right. That's 1, 2, 3. God. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see if I can clean the stack up. I don't know if I can do this or not. Okay. Gonna roll again. Tie. Your move.
I will pass.
Oh, Seagull were to attack.
Are you sure you want to finish that sentence?
He only has, he has half.
Right.
Demoralized. I think I'm going to call this a pass, and we'll see where we're at.
Okay. So we both passed.
Yeah.
That will end it. So let's see. I am at +9 because you got Buford there, who is undemoralized. I'm not sure if it. Let me see if it's infantry or any unit. Let's see. If a Confederate infantry unit occupies Culpeper and it's got to be an infantry unit occupies in the adjacent hex. So the cavalry's not going to do it. I didn't check that, but I should have known that because it's always infantry. They don't care about the cavalry. So knowing that, do you want to rescind that pass since you still have units?
Let's see. What can I do? Not much.
Let's see. Yeah, Augur's at. Oh, he's demoralized too. Milroy is demoralized. Everyone's demoralized. Yes.
Everybody's demoralized. Yeah.
So yeah, that is. Yeah, I would say that's a double pass. Yeah.
It'd be a suicide
for
Siegel or Buford.
Right. We're looking at right now. You have 14 manpower losses, and I have 2 points. So it's a +12 for that, and a +16 for that. That means it's 28. So that's a decisive Confederate victory. Wow. So, final thoughts? Anything you want?
I think I would say I had one bad move, which was I let that my that 1519. I had that. I can't remember what unit it was. You killed him, whoever he was.
Oh, Steinberg. Yeah.
Steinberg. That opened up that whole left flank for you to just kind of peel me open.
Well, and the only reason that caught my eye was because you were spending. I mean, you had a great screening wall set up there between Banks's corps and Siegel's corps. You had a wall, and you saw how I was spread out there to the south here between Gaines Mill and 1420, I think, and 1619. But yeah, that was the moment, and I saw that, and I was looking at it anyway. But then I realized, oh wow, it's a 2. That yeah, he was left dangling by himself there, so that was costly. But in hindsight, what you did was you again had that good wall there, which is exactly what you want to build, a wall of infantry divisions somewhere 1 or 2 hexes out, so that Jackson is beating his head against that. Because going around the flank, that takes a lot of effort. And so it may or may not have been successful, just depending on how the dice were in my favor. But the other thing that I like to point out to people who are playing the Union, and this is just coming from me and my strategy when I'm playing the Confederates, is be wary about building large stacks. So what you did there with Siegel, where you built the large stack in 1519, where you had at least 2 divisions, if you had put Steinwehr into that, I would have gone after that stack for 2 reasons. One, once you get a certain manpower difference, it's, hey, in for a penny, in for a pound. But it's a sapping attack. So if you're at fatigue level 1 or 2, and I can get rid of them for the rest of the day, and maybe even get them to retreat, then that's a positive benefit for me too. And potentially, if you've got a good flank on them, and you can inflict a lot of casualties. So there was a point there where I transitioned based on that wall that you had built to going after manpower losses, and that's the thing you want to assess in each scenario. Am I trying to go for the victory point locations? Is there a threshold where I'm going to do better by scoring manpower losses against weaker? On the whole, the Union divisions are smaller and piecemeal. So if you can catch some of them alone, you can really do some devastating attacks.
Well, that you were able to get not only my left, my left flank.
Yeah.
had to you were able to attack in those two other Shank and Church. You had that flank attack.
Yep.
And I lost more men on the retreat.
Exactly.
So that was that whole thing was just a debacle for me. And then after that, it was just it's all kind of downhill from there. Of course, then I had 0 initiative forever. At that point, you draw me out of Culper without me a chance to do anything.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you lose the initiative game, I mean, there's literally nothing you can do about it except sit and watch and hope maybe that they'll pass. But obviously, I was not in a position to pass when I had a lot of things that I needed to set up and do. But so now you've seen it on both sides.
I got beat both times.
last time was a good marginal one, though.
I had hopes on this one. I had hopes.
Oh.
So there's anyway, that was a good game. I appreciate that. Was great fun.
You are very welcome. I'm glad to play, and hopefully, if you taking away from this a few little things just here and there, I think that makes every time you play this a little more successful.
I'm up for another game when you have a chance.
I'd love to. Yeah, always pleasure. And let's. We got a Friday night thing going now, so if you want to move on to the next scenario, which I believe is Lee versus Pope, we can do that and take both sides on that one.
That sounds like a good idea. I appreciate it. Yeah, it sounds great. Let's because we're not going anywhere.
Right. Nope.